Hi guys, welcome to TechBased. In this video, we're gonna talk about the latest Windows 11 24H2 update for the main release. As I've said in a previous video, the biggest update in 2025 for 24H2 is now coming to the main release, basically to the Windows 11 version that we all have installed on our computers. And today we're talking about the build 26100.3624 or build code KB5053656. In this video, we're gonna talk about the highlights of this build. I'm not gonna go in depth with everything that was changed or fixed. If you wanna see everything in depth, you can check out my previous video from the release preview channel. In this video, I'm only going to go through the highlights and the main things that were changed in this build. So if you enjoy videos like these, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with the notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. So let's begin with the video. This video is sponsored by Private Internet Access, a virtual private network where VPN for shorts hides your IP address and safeguards your internet connection through an encrypted tunnel. Streaming services such as Netflix have different library options based on where you are located. Using private internet access, you will be able to watch those shows or movies that are not available in your current location. Make sure to check out private internet access in the links from the description below for a great deal, 83% discount and 4 months free. First of all, I have to state that two features or two things that I've talked about in that previous video are not rolling out on the main release. One of them being the start menu sidebar with the information about your phone, messages and so on. It is still not rolling out yet to the main release, and also the new settings homepage for commercial devices. I'm sure that not a lot of people are affected by this because that was the case mainly for devices that were managed by an IT administrator or by a company. First of all, to get things out of the way, Microsoft is also adding some new AI features for Copilot Plus PCs, most of them related to Windows search, and Microsoft is adding semantic indexing models along with traditional lexical indexing to Windows search for Copilot Plus PCs, as I've said, and for this you can find your documents, photos, and settings across Windows 11 easier. And also locating photos stored and saved in the cloud is getting simpler on Copilot Plus PCs. You can use your own words in the search box at the upper right corner of the File Explorer, like summer picnics, and you'll be able to find your photos very easily, even if they are stored in the cloud. Again, related to Copilot Plus PCs and to live captions, this update enhances communication by offering live caption support for more than 44 languages, and also Microsoft is bringing the ability to do real-time translation to Chinese and a whole bunch of other languages that you can check in the article below or on the official Microsoft blog post if you're interested. One of the new features for all the users is the new About section inside System, and then About in the Settings app with these new top cards, which will include specific information about your computer, including storage, graphics card, install RAM, and also your processor. Microsoft is also adding a new Gamepad layout keyboard for the touch keyboard on your desktop. You can access it by right-clicking on the taskbar, go to taskbar settings, enable the touch keyboard from the settings and the system tray icons, and whenever you are opening the touch keyboard, you can go to the settings section, keyboard layout, and select the new Gamepad keyboard, which will help you basically use Windows using your Xbox controller. Also in the system tray, Microsoft is adding the new Emoji and More icon, which you can enable always or only while typing, and this will basically open the emoji section really easily, as you can see. And you also have the Windows logo key plus period shortcut if you want to access or open the panel anytime. Microsoft is also using a new CPU utilization logic inside the Task Manager so that everything will be consistent between different sections of Task Manager, for example, the processes section, the performance section, and all that. Microsoft is also adding options to customize the lock screen widgets directly from the Settings app, so different widgets will have different options of customization. I think that is pretty interesting, alongside with the addition of a new system tray icon, which is the Windows Studio effects, which are some effects that can be applied to your camera in real time if you have the supported components. Also, a change related to Windows search for normal users is that Microsoft will differentiate from searches that are available in the web or locally if you are in the European Economic Area. Now, also File Explorer dialogs such as copy and save will respect the text input or text size that you have set inside settings, accessibility, and then text size. There's also a new Native Copilot app, which you'll most likely notice that is pinned on the taskbar, which will allow you to have a conversation with Copilot, and it is 100% a native app, no longer has web view or anything like that. And you also have the option to talk to Copilot by pressing this button, so I think this is a great addition to Windows 11. The Notepad app also has some new features. First of all, you'll notice this new Copilot button, which will allow you to rewrite, summarize, and do a lot of things using AI with your Notepad text. Of course, for this you're going to need a Copilot Plus subscription, but if you haven't used this before, you'll most likely have some free credits from Microsoft to test things out. And also a new button, Recent, which will allow you to see all the recent files in Notepad. There's also a new update for Photos app, and now we're getting the OCR text detection inside the Photos app. So I have here a screenshot from the settings app. If I'm going to click on this button, which will scan my text, it will scan and detect all the text from within this photo. I think that is pretty useful. There are also some new features related to the Snipping tool app. I'm going to open the Snipping tool app. First of all, when I take a screenshot, you'll notice that we now have an option to draw freely on our screenshot, and the Snipping tool app will detect the shape that we want it to do if we hold after we draw. So for example, I'm going to hold a rectangle, then I'm going to hold. As you can see, it detected it and it created a rectangle, and this goes the same for an arrow. For example, it's going to detect it and select it. Of course, you can resize it, you can rotate it, and more. And again, related to the Snipping tool app, if you have a new recording, for example, I'm going to make a quick recording here. When I'm going to stop it, we're going to notice that you have this new button here, video trim, which will allow you to mute, unmute, or change the volume of your video or trim your video. And then after you're done, you can click on apply. You're good to go. There's also a new update for the Microsoft Store, which will improve the Microsoft Store homepage and also in the download section. Right now, when you check for updates, Microsoft will also allow you to update certain Win32 apps, and they will be differentiated from the Microsoft Store apps by a label. So whenever certain app updates will come in, those apps will be in different sections separated from the Microsoft Store apps. And in this new update, we also have two new features that were removed. First of all, suggested actions, which were some actions that you could have done with copied dates or phone numbers in text fields. And also the location history feature was removed, which was something related to the old Cortana. So this is pretty much the new update for the main release. As I've said, I didn't go in depth with any of the new features, but I only showcased them briefly so that you are up to date with this new update. If you want to check out an in-depth video about all the changes, you can check out my previous video from the release preview channel, which will be linked to this video. And there you can see all the new fixes and improvements that were smaller than the ones that I've showed you in this video. So of course, for more information related to everything about Windows 11, please don't forget to check out the article below, the official Microsoft blog post, or Phantom of Earth on x.com, because he does a great job by finding different hidden features or finding information of certain features that are slowly rolling out from Microsoft. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with the notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. I was your man here from TechBased. Until next time, have a nice day.